The death toll in Bangladesh reportedly touched the 45 mark as violent protests continued today, even as police and security officials responded to the protesters with bullets and tear gas and imposed a ban on all gatherings in capital Dhaka. The administration has also cut off internet and mobile services. The protest in Bangladesh erupted over the Sheikh Hasina-led government's decision to allocate 30% reservation to family members of 1971 war heroes in the government jobs. The protests have gone out of bounds, presenting a significant challenge to Prime Minister Hasina, who secured her fourth consecutive term in a January election. The death toll has mounted to 45 as protests over civil service hiring rules across Bangladesh have spiraled. Students have been clashing with law enforcement officials as well as members of the ruling Awami League's student wing, Bangladesh Chhatra League. In a dramatic escalation of the student protests rocking Bangladesh, demonstrators stormed a jail in the central district of Narsingdi today, freeing hundreds of inmates before setting the facility on fire. As per latest reports, officials have estimated the number of escaped inmates to be in the hundreds. Earlier yesterday, protesters had also set on fire the headquarters of the state-run Bangladesh TV. Telecommunications were widely disrupted in Bangladesh today as a result of the violent protests leading to clashes. The authorities had to suspend mobile services on Thursday in an attempt to quell the unrest, but the disruption spread across the country this morning. Telephone calls from overseas were mostly not getting connected and calls through the internet could not be completed. Police banned all public rallies in Dhaka, a first since the protests began, in a preemptive measure to stall the violence. Meanwhile, the government has also suspended train services following the violent protests. With nearly 32 million young people out of work or education in a country of 170 million, protesters are calling for a merit-based system. Schools and universities across Bangladesh have been shut until further notice. But this has done little to stop the protesters, who vowed to continue with their complete shutdown. The main opposition, Bangladesh National Party, has also called for protest, with the exiled acting chairman Tariq Rahman asking people to support the students. Attempts to end the protest with talks have so far failed. Meanwhile, as per reports, amid the protests, the official websites of the Central Bank of Bangladesh, the Prime Minister's office and police appeared to have been hacked by an unknown group. So what are the options before the Sheikh Hasina government now? Should it submit to the demands of the protesters? Will such a move quell the protests? Well, the protests are posing a big challenge to the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, and she needs to act fast. So that is how things stand at this point in time, viewers. Of course, the death toll reportedly, as per multiple media reports, has now touched the 45 mark in Bangladesh amidst the violent protests that are underway. And amidst all this, today the Bangladesh government decided to ban all gatherings in capital Dhaka. These are fresh visuals that we are getting on our screens of the protests that are continuing. Another big development that took place today, of course, is that a big jail was inmates from that jail were set free by many protesters today, and police estimates say that the number of inmates who have run free will be in the hundreds. So the protesters set these inmates free in the Narsingdi district and even set fire to the facility afterwards. So complete chaos and lawlessness in Bangladesh at this point in time, viewers. So at this point, though, very limited options are available to the Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Either she has to give in to the demands of the protesters, or she has to somehow convince these protesters to come to the talks table and have a dialogue and talk things through. So these are the two options, and it remains to be seen what is going to be done. However, time is running out for the Bangladesh government because the protests are getting out of hand, and some concrete step needs to be taken, and needs to be taken fast.